Hello and welcome to the second part. In the first part we fixed our monitor and we also partly fixed our controller. Now I'm just putting the metal joysticks on there. Let's continue the video, shall we? Also, to rest easy on some people's panic, no, the metal joystick does not even come close to any of the solder pads, so it will not get any kinds of voltage, except ground, because it's touching maybe this little outside, but you know what, that's just ground. Don't worry about it, okay fellas? Anyway, let's continue. And voila, that's how you fix the joystick drift issue, if you ever have it on a PS4 joystick kind of controller. Anyway, let's get to the next part, shall we? So the next part is about this. This was a battery bank. And I do mean was. So this part is going to be about the explanation of what happened to this, a little rant, and what I'm planning to do this. This part is just me rambling, explaining what happened, what I'm going to do with this. If this isn't your thing, feel free to get out of the video right now because all the electronic repair stuff has been done. Anyway, let's continue. So, what happened? This thing, I assume, short-circuited. I say assume, but I'm actually really sure. So, let's open this up. As you can see, these are lithium-ion cells. They're actually in pretty good condition. As you can see, they're close to 3.9 volts, which is an ideal transport voltage for these guys. But, what happened to this battery bank, what you're probably asking right now? Well, basically, I'll tell you what happened. I was playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on my phone, the one you're currently seeing the image from, where I'm recording from, so basically the one I'm using as my camera. Yeah, English isn't my first language, sorry guys. But yeah, continuing. I was just playing a game, and suddenly I hear a loud peeping noise, basically. Like, it's like a pee, but whatever. My phone suddenly says it stopped charging. I go look. I touch this thing. It is extremely hot. Like, so hot, my fingers were hurting for a long while after I touched it. I'm pretty sure I actually burned them. Right now they're fine, it happened a while ago, but it was that hot. I unplug it. I try to shut it down. It doesn't want to shut down. I ramble with it. And suddenly it shuts down. I'm very glad that it did that. But that is what I call a catastrophic failure. So, I don't touch this thing. I luckily have a second battery bank on me. But okay, that happened. Next day, I want to open this. I opened it. And the metal piece fell out. I couldn't actually find it. But when it was falling out, I got a glimpse of something shiny. So I will assume something metal. And the board was in decently rough shape, let's say it like that. What I will assume that happened is a short circuit happened somewhere in between the protection of the batteries and the protection for the output of the voltage. So what I'm assuming is a lot of current got through, but not enough to trip the battery protection, and it happened probably before the protection of the 5-volt output. That is what I'm assuming, but basically that board was fucked. I took it out. And now I'm left with basically 5 cells in parallel. What I'm assuming the metal pieces, because when I got back home and I opened it again, another metal piece actually fell out. And I don't know how well you guys can see it, but basically this is a little bit of solder. It's just a little bit, but this rattling around in your battery bank is probably something you don't want to have. So what I will assume happened first time is basically a piece of solder was rattling out, a piece of solder was rattling around, it made a short circuit, it got very hot and probably destroyed the PCB. I honestly immediately threw it away. I didn't check if it was working after that. I honestly didn't feel comfortable using that PCB again. And I hope you guys understand why working with lithium cells like this is not a joke. You cannot make enough protections for this kind of stuff. These things are super dangerous to work with if you don't know what you're doing. Anyway, so yeah, that happened. And here's the rant part that I want to go into. This is a power bank of trust. It's actually made by some kind of company. I kind of covered it, you know, for censoring reasons, but whatever. This is a battery made by trust. Well, I say made by trust, but what I really mean by that is probably outsourced by trust. Because for the simple reason, I see a lot of battery banks in the same kind of color scheme, but no real kind of design language that's shared in between them. So I will probably assume outsourced. Trust outsources a lot of their stuff. But yeah, this is a trust power bank. And all I want to say is, to take this thing apart, I had to go the destructive route. That's why normally there's a little... Actually, I got a second one of these. Let me grab that. This is how they normally look. You see that little gray thing over here? Well, basically, that's what used to be on there. And here you can see here's where normally the PCB should be lying. But yeah, to take this thing apart, you have to do it destructive. You can't take the gray piece off without taking the black piece off. And you can't take the black piece off without taking the gray piece off. It is impossible to make this thing open without destroying it. And this is where the rant part goes into. What the fuck is that kind of design language? Why would you do that? I get it. This is a battery bank. It's highly dangerous, like I said. Make it hard to get in. I don't mind when companies say, oh, we made it hard to get in because could be possibly dangerous in there. That's a fair argument you have there. You have other arguments about upgradability, blah, 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 blah. But this is just getting inside of the piece. Getting inside and making it hard because it is a serious safety concern. I get that. Making it impossible is where I draw the line. I honestly don't even like it when they make it hard. But it's an argument that they have there. Making it impossible shouldn't even be an argument. By making it impossible, you basically force me to destroy a product. I don't like destroying products. I like to repair them. And now I have to have all this plastic waste because I had to destroy this thing to get to the problem. Not only that, let's say I don't even want to repair this thing. I just want to throw it away. Fine, whatever. Now we get into the problem that there is still a metal piece rattling around in there, having possible short circuit, and it could cause fire. Even if I throw it away at a proper recycling center, over here where I live, you have to put that in a box. And then they come pick it up from a near location. The problem with that is, if I lay it near in a box, and let's say they pick it up with a van or a bus or whatever, and it rattles around there and creates another short circuit, that is a fire hazard. That is super dangerous. And that's why I just completely disagree with this design language of making it impossible to get into. I hate when companies do this kind of stuff to make it impossible. It is wasteful. It is not helping anyone. And as you could see, possibly even dangerous if we're talking about this. There is a good side about saying, oh, you can't get into because no customer can get into, but there's a bad side. If something goes in there and goes wrong, there is no way to go in there and fix that problem. Even if I could go in there, why would I even try to fix the original board? The housing is fucked. And I just hate it. I absolutely hate it. Don't design your stuff so that it's impossible to get into. But yeah, that's the little rant that I had over there. I hope you guys understand. Please leave your own opinion about it. Do you guys think that things should be made impossible to get into without destroying it? Or do you disagree with me on other things? Or do you agree with me? Do you also say, hey, maybe making it hard, okay, you have an argument there, but impossible, no, that should never be done. Leave a comment down below. I want to know you guys' opinion about it. But okay, what is the future for this? Well, simply, I'm going to get another board and another case. As you can see, this case is fucked. It's plastic waste now. I'm probably going to 3D print my own case. And I'm also going to design it so I can actually get into it, you know, like a proper case. I might even do something fun with it, but that's really a big if. Expect a future video about this, about making my own power bank, although it will be very similar to other videos you'll see once I get the board. But yeah, that's the plan for this. Get a new board, get a new case, and get this thing back running again, because the cells are still good. But yeah, that's all about this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you find of this kind of content. This kind of content I can make a little bit better. I like ranting. Ranting is something easy to do, you know. Let me know what you found out about that part. If you like it, I'll maybe do more. If you don't like it, I'll stop doing it. As simple as that. Another video will be happening, but I won't put another date on there for the simple reason college is gonna start again. And I don't know how busy it's gonna get, so I will not put any promises down. I already work slow as it is on my videos because, again, this is my hobby. But I still hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you found of it. Leave a like, subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!